Keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe, this is the most badass YouTube broadcasted off and on land. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tommy C, and this is Shopping the Point. I have a very interesting, you bastards told me to bring it to you different. I've got a very interesting character with you today, and he struck up a relationship with my good friend Dead on Dave. When he turned
Don't make it sound gay. Don't make it sound gay.
Well, I mean, you really took to Dave. I don't know why.
Dave took to me.
But and I'll start right off and thank you. When Catch 33 was waning, this man right here really did a lot for my friend as far as sticking with him. And it's always nice to have a guy that has 100K teach you the ropes. And Dave has become a Pokemon streamer, and I know he loves it, and I appreciate it. I got to thank you personally. You know Dave can't work, and what you've done for him, it means a lot to me personally, and I definitely mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for doing that. But before we get all serious and fucking start crying and shit, I'll take the gum out. God damn it.
I did think when we started I was supposed to do all the stuff that Jeff normally does, so just like stretch and flex and all that shit that he does.
You should have lifted a weight or something.
Yeah,
that would have been
just a 1 pound weight is about as much as I can do.
Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, here's the deal. Here's what we're doing today. Let's cut the music because I'm really excited about this. All right. We're going to talk about, a lot of you guys are like, what is a Pokemon guy? Yeah, exactly, right? I'm interested in people that have had success on YouTube, right? And 100K in a play button is exceptional. I got to get rid of this gum, and I don't want to because I'm putting, this.
Turn around, face the other way, get rid of it, and then you don't have to take it out on stream.
I put it in a beer. I put it in a beer can. So I can't touch it now.
Classy bird.
Yeah, well, I'm a low life. What do you want? All right. No one comes here for my good taste. Smack Waffles followed me on Twitch. Thank you so much. Here's the deal. I was in the wrestling community for a couple of years, and there's drama in there that doesn't make the sort of the heights of drama alert or scarce or something like that. But that doesn't mean it's not good by any means.
Isn't it?
This past summer, by any stretch of the imagination, even better in my opinion than Rice Gum and iDubbbz. There was a man by the name of Books and Games, and he is is he exclusively a Pokemon streamer?
I think I don't know too much about him. I just know that I think he exclusively streams Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he still streams.
Okay, we'll get into that later, right?
I think he might do little, but I think his audience has fucking died after this.
Yes, I could see why. Well, then again, he made a fan in me. You know what? I'm following him. I might even subscribe. I don't even care if he ever comes back. To be honest with you, this guy is tremendous. What did you do? Tweet me out and everybody hit my Twitch account?
Apparently. Looks like it.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm looking for familiar names.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to my Twitch expecting that I'm going to do this interview over there. All right. This character, by far, had the best drama of any drama that I ran across this year. But hands down. First of all, if you take a look at him, and I'll put him on, if you could check out Skype, I will put him on for you so you can enjoy this like
beautiful.
I do. Right. The best drama, hands down. First of all, he looks like somebody that's like the room across from the youth hostel that you don't want to be the room across from the youth hostel from. That's what tipped me off right away. So he's got those scary, sort of droopy eyes. Dark hair, blue eyes. I don't trust people like that. I think there's something wrong. There's something genetically wrong there. But if I have to get this straight, Liam, this gentleman is furious. I think you sent everybody to Twitch.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't do. I gave him the fucking YouTube link.
Did you really?
Yeah.
All right. This gentleman is furious because a guy named A-Drive, who, am I mistaken, is he like the top guy in your community? Or one of them?
He's like I think A-Drive is like the biggest Pokemon streamer. Like,
hands down.
In terms of Twitch presence, A-Drive is the biggest Pokemon presence on Twitch right now.
So he's like FaZe Banks is to the Call of Duty scene. Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it. So he's And this guy is furious with him. He has committed a faux pas. He's morally bankrupt, A-Drive, because he claims that A-Drive stole the ISO so he could stream a certain game before it hit the street. Am I correct in this?
That's his story, yeah. Whereas the claim on A-Drive's end, which everybody believes because it just makes the most sense, is they just knew a guy who knew a store that would break street date.
Okay.
So they just got physical copies of the game early.
Yeah. So my thing is like, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
You know, like why did he
even if he did steal it?
Who cares if he stole it? Half the people in this audience are stealing movies every day. Yeah, I'm talking about you fuckheads. So
the best part with this, though, the thing that gives it the most context before we go in it, is that Books and Games wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for A-Drive. The stream that Books and Games talks about, which was the 151-hour stream that A-Drive did, Books and Games was nobody before that.
Okay.
He got his play button. He got his sub button on Twitch, like, because back then there was no affiliates; it was just partners.
Yeah.
He got his partner button on Twitch, because of that stream that he did with A-Drive, introducing a massive audience to his channel. So he owes every little bit of success he's got to A-Drive.
So Pokemon is a lot like gets any other part of like internet entertainment. You need help. But you need help. Correct.
Yeah.
You need somebody to reach out and touch you. I've mentioned this 100 times over here. So this is quite possibly some of the funny shit. So I edited this and chopped this up a little bit, and we're going to review it. I got it down to about 8 minutes, but I probably could have used 20. But I thought I got
so much.
There's so much here. It's just amazing. So here is the creepiest guy on Twitch, Books and Games.
The chat is going to stay in sub-only mode just because we know that this world is filled with fools, man.
All right, man. That tipped me off right away. He's going into sub.
This is after his initial video where he called out, because the initial video was kind of boring.
Okay.
The one he posted on YouTube.
But he also says the thing that tipped me off, because look, you disable ratings and comments, in my opinion. You disabled. That means there's something.
You
there's
put
something
Twitch
weird.
in sub-only mode when you only want the people that have chosen to pay you for your content. Can speak. So nobody else, people that don't support you can't speak. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. So if you just follow him, you can only watch it, which that sends that to me right off the bat.
The alarm bell.
Yeah, that's the alarm bell. It's like disabling ratings on YouTube. All right, here he goes.
And just straight up fools. So the first thing that I want to say is everything that I said was 100% true. Not that you guys didn't believe me in the first place. And I want you to clip it, share this, download it, put it on YouTube, share it to your favorite content creator.
Yeah, but disable the comments because we don't want anybody saying anything.
Well, we're doing what he wanted. We're putting it on YouTube. I'm only speaking to my subs. I'm only speaking to my diehard supporters. But I want everybody to share this. Really, that's bizarre.
Anyone, any of my mods that are here, hey Adam, it is good. Any of my mods that are here, Adam, just keep an eye on the chat just in case, man. But for real.
So if anybody changes their mind, that's my sub. I'm gonna clip them right away.
Eliminate.
They're paying you. You can't fucking clip them, dude. You can't ban a fucking sub from the chat unless he's absolutely gross. That's funny.
It's
called sellout mode. What? Waffle W. All right.
Been amazing. Okay. So the first thing that I want to say is that everything I said was 100% true. Okay.
All right. In fairness to him, he doesn't really even get into too much because I guess that was the previous video. What he said was true. To be fair to him, what did he claim?
He claimed that A-Drive got the game early and recorded. Basically, the whole thing is A-Drive was doing a live stream for 151 hours from when the games come out, when Sun and Moon comes out.
Okay.
Which means he wouldn't be available to record like a daily Let's Play thing for his YouTube channel.
Gotcha.
So by getting access to the game early, whichever way he did it, he would have then been able to bulk record and then upload those videos whilst his stream was live.
Oh, okay.
So he could have content that was already recorded going up, but he could also do the live stream as well. So, so he could make the most content for his audience.
So he could make the most money, too.
We're not afraid. The most money as well.
We're not, we're not afraid to
it.
talk about freaking money here. Yeah. I'm honest with my audience, and they appreciate it. This is a business. They know this. We give them content. They give us back donations.
Exactly. And by doing more content, as well as a live stream, you're going to make more money.
You're going to make more money if it's your job.
But Books and Games' argument here is, well, he didn't get the game legally. He downloaded an ISO, which is all fucking rumors. And even if he did, what's the problem?
Who cares?
All he wanted, it's a YouTuber.
To me personally, and I think this guy misjudged it. If I'm supporting somebody like A-Drive, and I haven't watched one of his videos, all right? I'm like, this guy's got hustle. This guy's got game. He's willing to buck the system to get me what I want. But I think what happened was this guy severely misjudged his own community and probably A-Drive's as well. And
but the thing is with this is A-Drive let this guy stay at his house because he was doing this live stream. They were doing it in shifts. So one would live stream for so long, then they go to sleep, and the other one would take over to keep it going for the 151 hours.
And so he was a part of this? And this guy was a part of this?
Yeah, he was a part of this. His whole point is he knew it was going on, and he knew it was wrong in his mind, he waited 9 months to come out about it. Because, and the reason for it, obviously, is he got the growth from A-Drive. He grew and grew and grew, and then it probably peaked.
Yeah.
And when it peaked, he went, shit, I need to make my channel, relevant again. I need something to happen. I need to boost my sub growth. Why don't I do an exposed video?
So because he's watching too much Drama Alert. I get it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. That is the first thing that I want to say. And I will never back away from my statement. I will never change my statement. I will never stop saying that it is the truth.
Is he a hillbilly? Where the hell is he from?
He's a really devout Christian.
I heard it the way he talked. Hey, everybody! Come on, watch my Pokemon! I don't steal the video game! I don't steal it at all! I play the real boring version! So he knew he stole it. Who cares? Well, that's another thing, too, that gets me. Nintendo. I do know a little bit about game streaming. I do some of it myself. I also know Nintendo's are serious assholes about it. So did Nintendo take any action against A-Drive?
No, because A, there's no way to prove it.
Yeah.
And B, with Nintendo, the reason that Nintendo games like Zelda and Mario get clipped on YouTube, they get demonetized, they get copyright strikes, is because they're fully Nintendo. Pokemon gets a free pass in terms of content because it's the Pokemon Company International that owns the rights to everything. So whereas Nintendo go, we want to claim this, Pokemon goes, no. We're quite happy for these creators to advertise us.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Truth, I will never in a million years back down from what I said. 100% that Crimson stole the game early because he didn't get it from the Nintendo Ambassador program.
My God!
I don't even know if he is a Nintendo Ambassador.
Oh, not even a Nintendo Ambassador.
Do you know what? This is my favorite because he's also talking about another guy that was involved in that stream called Crimson Seabad, who is another really popular Pokemon streamer. And he literally just contradicted himself in the same fucking sentence because he goes, he didn't get it from the Nintendo brand ambassador program. I don't even know if he is a Nintendo brand ambassador. And it's like, if you don't know he's a brand ambassador, how do you know he didn't get the game from them?
Oh, I didn't even think
How
of that.
do you know, the ISO they sent you wasn't just, hey guys, we're not sending physical copies out.
Who the fuck cares if he stole the game? I don't care. I don't care if he was lying. Man. Why did he think other? Because he's like, I know exactly why he thought that people would react this way. I never would spit in God's face. I play up-to-date Pokemon, and I don't steal from the company. Woo-hoo! That's why.
I need a new car. Somebody done stole my wheels.
Yeah.
Guy. Fucking
Christ. God.
But there is no way that he was a Nintendo ambassador at the time.
What an elitist prick, by the way. He's not a Nintendo ambassador.
And for anyone out there, there are several people that can tell the truth. Just wait. The truth will come out. A-Drive made a choice. He could either tell the truth or literally lie to all of you guys.
See, yeah, you can see he's trying to manipulate there. He lied to you. He told a mistruth. Thanks for all the Twitch subscribers, by the way. I wish they would sub
me.
here.
It's honestly not me. I don't. These aren't names I fucking recognize. This ain't my audience. Someone's just finding your Twitch for some reason.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe somebody. Maybe I'm hosting. So I host you, I think.
Single one of you guys.
Well, wait a minute. You're here.
Guys, and he chose to continue to lie. One of these people will actually grow a pair and tell the truth. One of them will.
No, you thought they'd crack. That's what happened. You thought they were going to crack. You thought wrong.
Telling you. So we know for a fact that Crimson stole the game early, right? Why don't you just admit it, Crimson?
Yeah, why not? Okay, how come? We know they stole it. I mean, all right, and you don't have to fucking throw anybody under the bus here, all right? Because I understand, because that could run problems with Nintendo and Pokemon or whatever. Like, why? So if. All right. Is he telling did they steal it? More than likely, yes.
I don't know. I don't think they did.
You don't think they did? You see, you can't say. You can't say one way or another.
No, it's not.
I'm going to say it. I think he stole it. How about that?
I really don't think he did.
He stole it. I would do the same thing you're doing right now. Audience, he stole it. Fucking Liam knows it, but he can't say anything because he's a good fucking man.
Why would you owe Dan so much that you'll have to lie for him to the rest of your life? I mean, look.
Because it's not that big of a deal. Maybe Dan doesn't give a fuck.
You, Crimson. You have a Blue Yeti sponsorship. You have sponsorships from other people. What if I went to those sponsors? I might throw my Blue Yeti away
I wish Jeff Huffman would throw his Blue Yeti away. That's a fucking piece of shit.
Now, because I don't want to support a company that supports just straight up fraud.
Do you know what's the best thing about it?
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Because I don't want to support a company that supports just straight up fraud and liar.
He got his money already. He bought the Blue Yeti. So if he throws it away, they're like $120 richer.
I know.
And he's just got no mic.
Did he really? He got rid of his Blue Yeti? Oh,
no, he didn't get rid of it. But what I'm saying is, if he did,
yeah,
they got the money when he bought it.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god.
Blue Yeti had just fucking sat there like, dude, we didn't give a shit.
What a self-righteous prick. I'll get rid of you know what? Fuck it. I'll unplug it right now and finish his stream. You know, I mean, oh my god.
That's fucking so whack funny. Job that will say don't buy a Blue Yeti. There's like 1,000 people out there like, buy Blue Yeti. They sponsor us.
Why shouldn't I buy a Blue Yeti? Because some guy named E.O.H got a Pokemon game earlier and streamed it. What? Fuck yourself.
Like you, man. But you could come out and you could tell the truth. You could have the respect from the whole community right now. Crimson 100% knows the truth. So I want to.
How much you want to bet the whole community was just had their jaw open like?
Fucking, I'm just looking at the chat. He even recorded on the Yeti.
I'm not throwing away Keemstar's money. First of all, I bought it. He didn't pay me.
Ask you a question.
Fucking thing away.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, exactly.
First, I need to make a video.
Keemstar went to everybody and said he fucking bought my mic. Did I throw it away? No.
So go to Crimson, right, and say, so if his was so obviously fake, right? Baby Powder. Remember that name, Baby Powder. No, I don't have
favorite as well. Like,
well, let him finish it, and then I'll get back to you.
Let me tell you something about Baby Powder once he said this.
Okay.
Okay. No personal relationship with Baby Powder. Okay. I told him one time that I thought his hair was really nice, and that was literally the only conversation that
he touches his own hair
I ever had with Baby Powder.
Okay, what about Baby Powder? Fill me in.
Baby Powder is apparently the kid who went and got the early store copies of the game.
Allegedly, yeah.
But this guy's saying Baby Powder is going to come out and say that they stole the game. He will come forward now that I've come forward. Another guy in the community called Duncan.
Yeah.
He did a stream going through these videos like we are.
Yeah.
And commenting on each section. And then it pops up in the chat, Baby Powder has now subscribed to Duncan. Baby Powder, who you said was going to be his biggest supporter, subscribed to the competition.
Did he?
With money.
That's so funny.
Fucking amazing.
That's so funny. So did Baby Powder crack? Did he snitch on A-Drive?
No, Baby Powder went, hey Duncan, you're against books and games. Me too.
Could come out at any time and tell the truth and prove that A-Drive is a lying fraud because he's the one who got A-Drive the games early. Ooh. Look at all these people that are calling me a fraud and all the terrible, disgusting things they're saying. Not one person, not one of these people even question, did A-Drive do this? Wow.
Because they don't give a fuck.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody cares. That's so funny.
You listen to these. There's at least an hour or two of like content of him talking about this, and it's just like, dude, No one cares. Like all this is for. He got the game early.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by getting the game early, helped boost your fucking career from nothing.
See, I guess, yeah. I guess so. We don't know for a fact though that he did this for drama reasons or try to boost his. I don't know. He does see
if he did it because let's say for argument's sake the games were stolen and that like. And he didn't agree with this because he knew it was going on.
Yeah.
He knew it was going on. Why did it take him 9 months to go, you know what, actually, this is deplorable?
Whoa. There was 9 months between that mega stream and when this came out? The mega stream
was last November. That's when the games came out, November 18th last year.
Unbelievable.
It took him 9 months to come out with this.
Oh, my God.
Like, these videos are recent. Like, they're a couple of months old, maybe, at best. But 9 months had passed since the games came out.
That's a snaky move. You know what? And you know what? I cut that part.
Everyone's calling him books and snakes.
Books and snakes. You know, I cut the part because I didn't think it was prudent. But now I'm regretting. At one point in the video, he says, "Why didn't I come out with it sooner?" And he mentioned something about the statute of limitations and shit. Like, well, how does that fucking apply to Pokemon?
Have you left in the bit about if a guy had a gun?
No, I don't think say that.
Yeah, he goes on this big thing of like, the thing is, there's a statute of limitations for these crimes. Oh no, that was it. They're talking about police reports and things.
Yeah.
He said, if a guy had a gun on the street corner, and I called the police and said, that was it. He was saying that I know people have said that there's no evidence and that I've got no evidence, but my word is my evidence, and that stands up in court.
That's not evidence.
It's not evidence. And he says if a guy's got a gun and he's on the street corner shooting people, if I call the police and say that there's a guy on the corner with a gun, that's evidence enough for the police to come and report it. I'm like, that's the difference between, you're talking about eyewitness testimony, but what you're giving an example of is a fucking distress call.
I know.
Of course the police are going to go. If you say there's a guy endangering the public on the street corner, that's a fucking distress call. The police respond to that.
Oh, man.
That's not eyewitness testimony.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's another thing I noticed about the video. He keeps on saying, I have evidence, and I have evidence, and I have evidence. He doesn't present any evidence. He does a damn thing.
Wow, this is an amazing amount of evidence against A-Drive. Holy cow. Maybe it is wrong that he's influencing these children. Let's go ahead and let's look up something real quick. Okay. So here, we're on YouTube anyway. Let's go to A-Drive. I want you to see what it says right here. A-Drive. Here we go. Hold on. Let's go back. The family kid-friendly Pokemon Let's Player. That's who he is. The family-friendly. He even mentions kids, okay? So we go to his playlist video. Really Where's the one where he went to the freaking school? And I can't even find it right now, and I don't even care to. But he, okay? Let's play. A-Drive. Here we go. Hold on. Let's go back. The family kid-friendly Pokemon Let's Player. That's who he is. The family-friendly. He even mentions kids, okay? So we go to his playlist video. Where's the one where he went to the freaking school? And I can't even find it right now, and I don't even care to. But he...
he went through all that trouble. He didn't even show the video.
Spent so long looking for it.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? Fuck it. You know?
You know what? I care so much about finding it that I don't.
You know what? Care. Fuck it. I don't need evidence. I got my word.
Went to a school and talked to these kids about how to build a brand.
But I'd listen to him. He's got a brand.
And he is
smart.
Yeah, I know. He's got a brand. Business. He gets a fucking game before anybody else does. He's doing a great job.
YouTube sub count? Jesus Christ.
Jesus. Pokemon game.
Stealing from the company that gives him the opportunity to even make the content in the first place.
Oh, what did he say? Yeah, I missed that one.
We have Philly Beats You on. I don't even care to, but he went to a school and talked to these kids about how to build a brand, and he is stealing from the company that gives him the opportunity to even make the content in the first place.
Did he really think anybody gives a shit? You mean to tell me you never used Napster? He's probably too young, actually. You never download MP3. You never used a BitTorrent.
Everybody's done a torrent at least fucking once. If you haven't, you're fucking lying.
You're lying. I just wow. What? Talk about zero. This guy wins the No Self-Awareness Award.
These are people who fucking have BitTorrent on their computer and they're like, it's just for show. It doesn't do anything.
I know. God, it's ridiculous.
We have Philly Beats You on Twitter. That dude, he said, I'm the biggest snake. If he thinks I'm a snake when he's 100% wrong, that makes me feel great inside. And
how do I know he's wrong?
Everyone knew he was a fraud anyway. All he does is talk about negative stuff. But dude, you're studying to be a doctor. You're going to be a doctor. Do you have any idea how much brain power it takes to be a doctor? You should be able to look at this.
He got into medical school. Philly beats you. The guy he's talking about is in fucking medical school. Of course he knows what it takes to be a doctor.
Let him finish it. Let him finish it. I'll get back to you.
Situation objectively and know the truth, man. You should be able to see the truth through it because of how smart you are. The fact that you're just going to like try to blast me and not even look at the truth is...
But see, the thing is, unless it was in the last video, he doesn't present any argument. He just calls people's name and says that it's honest and say there's a fraud. He doesn't ever mention here
never
is
shows
the
tweets or screenshots.
Nothing. Nothing. And then he says, you're a doctor. You should believe me. I mean, now he goes on about Ben Carson.
Literally mind-blowing. So... And you, of all people who are so smart and are a doctor, I have a friend, his name is John. I hang out with him all the time. I can see his house, his apartment from downtown. He works at John Hopkins, the best hospital in the whole world. He's a pediatric doctor. Wow. My stepbrother, David, had a major brain damage. He got hit by a car, and he was operated on by Dr. Ben Carson.
Lucky.
The guy who ran for president, the best brain surgeon in the whole entire world. I wanted to know more about Dr. Ben Carson. I wanted to know more about the hospital after that happened. But John, who sees kids...
What the fuck does Ben Carson have to do with fucking Pokemon?
There's fucking going on a tangent, and then there's a tangent.
Wouldn't it be cool if this became the new format of the SFTP? Just watch petty drama from different communities. By the way, I was thinking about that, and it's coming.
I would be down for that.
Yeah. Once in a while, if you send me the drama, show me the drama, I will play mediator, no matter what community it is.
Yeah,
it's fucking great.
Die every single day and saves lives every single day. He knows how important it is to tell the truth and to be truthful and to not raise a generation of children who are being deceived by a straight up fraud. And
well, at least they got fucking most updated Pokemon. You know.
I done put all the evidence out there in your face, and anyone who says, oh, it's all
generation of kids that get the Pokemon game early. That sounds horrible.
Horrible people.
Yeah, I know. We're all going apart. What would Dr. Ben Carson say? I bet he'd be upset about it.
All speculation. It's just your word. Are you really that dumb? If you're
yeah. This is the thing that gets me. Yeah, like this actually pissed me off when he said this.
That's one of
and I done put all the evidence out there in your face. And anyone who says, oh, it's all speculation, it's just your word. Are you really that dumb?
Yeah, it is all speculation. It is just your word. I mean, like, it is. You've
not presented anything else.
Jesus, I must be an idiot then.
If you're going to be a doctor, you should perform brain surgery on your freaking self, man. Because I don't think your brain's working quite right. Him and his wife all made the choice to lie. So here we go. Danny could tell you the truth. Dan could tell you the truth.
Danny?
Crimson could tell you the truth. Baby Powder could tell you the truth.
Powder?
I guarantee you Magnitude, the dude who invented the draft thing, I guarantee you he could tell the truth because he was at us with Buffalo Wild Wings the day before with A-Drive. A-Drive wasn't recording no content or nothing like that day because it was already done. Magnitude 100% knows. I guarantee you had conversations with them. Whoever helped Dan hack this on Discord, you could come forward and tell the truth. Guppy Girl, Sarah's friend. You guys know Guppy Girl. She could tell the truth.
That
she
fucking
knows
lying
for a fact
wench.
A-Drive got 3 of his 2DSs or whatever banned when they did the ban wave.
He got 2 of his... Liam, get the fuck out of here. Your friend got 2 DSs. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Okay.
He got 2 DSs banned.
What a criminal.
Get out. Oh my god. This is fucking funny.
Or whatever when they caught people who hacked the game early, right? So all the people that are saying, oh, it's okay to get this ISO file, right? So so Guppy Girl knows for a fact that his 2DSs are banned. He done threw them away. Why don't he make a vlog, go into his drawer, right?
What'd you say?
He done threw them away.
He done threw them away. Woo-wee!
Get them free.
You're only getting all this Pokemon over here. I swear to God, not one stolen ISO. God damn it. What a big dummy.
now and pull out some of them 2DSs, try to connect on the internet for you guys. I bet you he's going to throw them away right now. Straight up.
Yeah. He's going to throw his fucking broken DS
just
away.
In case a viewer comes to his house like, let me see those DSs, boy. Our boy Books and Games done said you done stole some games. It's the fucking truth in his eyes. He believes this shit. It's beautiful.
Oh my god, it's the greatest thing ever.
Up fraud, man. Straight up fraud. So that's really all that I have to say.
No, it's not.
I'm not deterred by any of the negative comments at all, because it actually makes me want to go live. It makes me feel like
Didn't this guy like quit a week later?
The next day. Next day he uploaded a video going, I can't make content anymore. But you clipped that one, that 10-minute video.
Jesus.
Did the right thing. I am so happy that I told the truth. This is the Pokemon community. This is the Pokemon community. And they think that A-Drive is their leader. And you can see that they're willing to die.
I ain't following you. Do you ever see that movie, The Mist?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like the crazy lady telling everybody to stay in the fucking supermarket.
For him when the evidence couldn't be any more real. And I want to end it on one more thing.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you to stay away from A-Drive. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you to go watch A-Drive. Go ahead and watch him, because you'll be able to tell just from his personality how much of a straight up fraud he is. He'll never be able to kill it like we do on this channel.
No.
Who are you going to believe?
It sounds like you killed it, this channel.
It really makes me laugh because he's never going to be able to kill it like we do on this channel. He always gets double the views you do. He's already killing it.
Yeah, but his heart's in the right place, and he didn't steal an ISO. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, just pay the bills, having your heart in the right fucking place.
No, it doesn't.
Man, the dude who turns off his donations every single Sunday.
Oh, this is the best one. This is here he turns off probably because of God. Listen to this, folks.
Who are you going to believe, man? The dude who turns off his donations every single Sunday and gives love to the people who sub to me and forgets to turn them on half the time when he comes live on Tuesday because he's not even thinking about it? Or are you going to believe the freaking dude that sells you a Vicavolt fit?
I'm going to believe the dude that's more responsible and fucking turns his donation on because he's got to pay his rent. That's who I'm going to believe.
Fidget spinner. I mean, for fuck's sake, man. Seriously, go ahead. A Vicavolt fidget spinner. I mean, for fuck's sake, man. Seriously.
Does A-Drive have any fidget spinners, or does he still sell them?
I don't know if he does. I think they were limited edition.
Fuck.
Go ahead and spin it, because that's all you're good for if you think A-Drive is telling the truth. For real.
I don't care if he's telling the truth. He could be the biggest lying sack of shit ever.
So, that's all I gotta say, man. Like, it is so blatantly obvious in your face. And as far as why I didn't say it any earlier, it's because...
Why did I say it earlier?
It's a mooch first, you fucking dunce.
In fairness, he did go on to give an explanation, but it was so convoluted, and you're more than welcome to go check it out yourself. He's Books and Games. I think it's his last 2 broadcasts. You're more than welcome to see it.
He has done broadcasts since then, because he said he was leaving, and then came back a few days later.
And then he left again?
I don't know what he's doing now.
Books and snakes.
I don't care if my video gets 1,000, 5,000 dislikes. I don't care if everyone on Twitter wants to go ahead and talk shit, because they would never say that to my face.
I would.
And that's facts, you know? And you know what? I do got one last thing to say. I got one last thing to say. You know what I was doing last night? I was reading the I Have a Dream speech by Martin Luther King. And you want to know what it says right here on page 5? I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by
whatever Pokemon cards they have.
By the content of their character. I have a dream. So Martin Luther King wants people to be judged by their content of their character. A-Drive's content of his character is absolute shit, and my content of my character should be proven by every single day that I come live. So if you want to say that I'm wrong, well, go ahead and tell Martin Luther King that he's wrong. Seriously, man, because that resonates with me almost more than anything that I've ever read in my entire life, man.
MLK fought for us to get Pokemon games at the right time. God rest his fucking soul.
If you don't agree with me me if you don't believe me. You're telling Martin Luther King he's wrong.
The entire civil rights movement derailed because A Drive got the game early.
Oh my god. Oh god. Can you believe the balls of this guy?
Fuck me, man.
Oh man, that look that he has in his face right now? That was my look when I was fucking done with this shit.
That look on his face is, what the fuck did I just say?
This is live. I can't go back and edit this shit. Oh god.
How do I delete past broadcasts?
Is there any doubt in anybody's mind that of all the dramas that we have covered since January, that was the best, hands down?
Beautiful.
That was absolutely the best. That guy's a fucking riot. I hope he. I might.
The best is the next day when he does a 10-minute stream where he says that I came in, I turned on my computer, and then I noticed that OBS was on and it was recording me. Ooh. So I'm taking my computer to the police, and it's like, dude, that's fucking weird, right?
Make it a stream.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Be funny.
Yeah. Before I take my computer to the police, I'm gonna record a stream.
Yeah.
Just letting everybody know.
Yeah. No, you don't know when you're gonna get it back. Oh, you're gonna take it to the police. What would the police even do with it? What do they have, a fucking cybercrimes division in bumfuck Alabama?
Because he said he came in, turned on his computer, and then noticed OBS was recording him. OBS doesn't run in the background when your computer's off. And even if someone had access to your computer...
If you leave it on all night, it does.
It doesn't send a signal if it's off. Yeah. So he comes in, turns it on, and then someone's been waiting for fucking 8 hours by the computer, like, eventually... he'll turn this fucker on and I'm going to record him.
Yeah. Doing what?
It's the biggest fucking pile of shit. It was just an excuse to go offline for a few days. Let the shit die down.
And he never, he didn't. Boy, and you're telling me this guy was working with this dude, and then 9 months later...
He went to the guy's wedding.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No.
He went to his wedding and did this? This would be
wedding,
almost the equivalent of Dave doing.
Like all family and like 3 friends, and he was one of the fucking 3 friends.
So this would be like the equivalent of, because Dave was my best man. If Dave went to Keemstar with some kind of exposed thing on me, that would be like
100%.
Oh, so he's
snakes.
That's books and snakes.
Fucking beautiful.
Oh my god, greatest of all time. Thank you so much, Liam, for sharing. I saw this before Dave left to go to Chicago, and I was going to cover it myself. But I knew I wanted to interview you, and I was like, you know what? With my community, it really doesn't matter if it's a month or 2 old, and I'm so glad we saved it. Thanks, up. But I want to talk to you. All right.
Okay.
So I want to talk to you and your background. All right. First of all, actually, my first question was going to be, how'd you start on YouTube? But forget that. What's your relationship? Why? I mean, you're 29 years old. All right. Look, I'm 40.
I'm not 29 yet. Fucking hell. I'm 29.
Okay,
next
28.
month.
28 years old. Okay. Pokemon. Like, why did you get back into it? Well, like, what's so? Or did you ever not get in? Did you ever? Why Pokemon out of all the games?
All right. When I started Pokemon, when Pokemon came out in the UK, I was like 11. So it was massive. It was all over the schools. Like the trading cards were like currency at school. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Played that. When the second generation came out, when the second games came out, I was like starting my fucking teens, so I went through that whole I'm too old for this shit.
Gotcha.
Playing there can't be more than 150 Pokemon. Like
I did the same thing. I stopped playing video games, but NHL. Then I was like, that's okay because that's manly. I could play NHL as a teenager, but I can't do all the other stuff.
I had like 12 years of not playing it.
Gotcha.
And in 2013, I ended up in hospital. Like I had some like intestinal issues.
Oh, jeez.
So while I was in hospital, like my mom or my girlfriend, whoever it was at the time, brought me my 3DS, and they had like Pokemon Diamond, which had come out like quite a few years before, but it was an updated game. So I got nothing to do. I'm in hospital on a trip,
right.
So I was like, okay, I'll just play this, and I just started to enjoy it again. I was just like, this is really fucking fun. This is I could get on board with this. And then a couple of years later, I just decided why not fucking take it to YouTube and do something about it.
Did you ever expect? I mean, this you have a play button. Did you ever expect to blow it? Why did you go to YouTube? What was like your intention?
Well, what I was doing at the time, I was working as an optician. You guys know what fucking opticians are, right?
What, optometrist? An optometrist? Somebody works in your eyes?
Like an optometrist. Like I got pretty much all the knowledge an optometrist has and the degree and things, except I'm the guy like making sure your lenses are the right ones.
Okay, so you're the nurse to the optometrist.
Yeah, the nurse. Like make it sound fucking gayer. Yeah, great. I was the nurse.
Okay, I know what you... Well,
whatever. Anyway,
all right.
I had a degree. That's what fucking apparently mattered at the time. Like, make sure you've got a degree in this. And then, so I was doing that job. I was doing 9 to 5. And like, I'd come home. I didn't have any interests. Like, I liked wrestling, and I liked to watch it, and I had shows I enjoyed and video games. But I never had something I was really like passionate about. That I'd come home and be like, right, I'm gonna work on this. This is something I can put my mind to. And then I started seeing a few like Pokemon YouTubers and stuff, just watching their videos, and I was like, I want to have a go at this. They seem to have so much fun. Like, there's a guy called Dookie Shed, brilliant name. But around Thanksgiving of like 2014, he did a really like laid back vlog style video where he just talked about what he loves about what he does. And I was like, dude, this guy's got so much fucking passion for this like hobby thing that he's got going on that is now his job. I was like, I want a hobby. I want to do something. Gotcha. So I started putting together, like, I put together my YouTube channel and then started just tinkering with making top 10 videos and stuff. And I enjoyed it. I liked the whole, because no one was watching my videos. Like, don't get me wrong. It wasn't like I uploaded a video and it took off and I went, hey, I can make money. It was like, I'll upload. I didn't even know you could monetize videos at that point.
Yeah, when me and Dave started it, we started as a podcast on YouTube. We were like, oh my God, we can hear our own voices and we're talking about sports. Like, that was the big thrill of it at first.
Yeah. Like, with me, it was just like, you know, a couple of people would go, hey, really nice video, I enjoyed that. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I post these things and people give me feedback. And then I can learn to get better at this, because my editing wasn't very good. My delivery was really robotic. Like, hey, everybody, I'm Ace Trainer Liam, and this is my top 5 such and such Pokemon. Like, it was boring. My content, garbage. I had my fucking hair slicked over. To like
I saw one of your old videos. I was looking at one of your top 10 videos, and your popular.
And it was all natural brown hair. You know, the fucking beard was like a fucking pencil fucking beard, like Dracula. And it was shit content. But every time I made a video, I got a little bit better, and I was like, this is fun. I'm enjoying this. Let's do more of this. And then I kept going and going and going. 8 months later, one of my videos starts to just fall into the algorithm, and I don't know why. I wish I knew, because I want to fucking replicate it. It just started gaining traction, and I went from like 500 subs to like 25,000 in the space of a month.
Me? In a month?
Yeah.
And you had no help. You had nobody tap you in the back. You had no big. After that, probably.
I had never spoken to another Pokemon YouTuber.
Wow.
In fact, there was only one person I'd spoken to, a guy called Yellow Swallow, who the only interaction we had was he'd commented on one of my videos once, like, "You're doing great stuff. Keep it up, dude."
Okay.
I had like 300 subs, and he had like 75,000, and I just thought, oh, that's cool, but we never really talked much. Like, even to this day, me and Yellow Swallow haven't talked that much. But
oh, really?
Other than that, nobody like collaborated with me.
But that was like a big deal, that a 70,000.
Wasn't it just like for a 300 sub channel, for someone with 75K to turn up and be like, you're gonna do well, you're doing great. I was like, dude.
Did you believe it when he said that, or no? Oh, really?
When he said that, it really motivated me. I was like, wow, if this guy thinks I can do well, maybe I should work harder on this and like try a bit more. And my content got a little bit better. I wouldn't say, like, going back, I think to myself, I could have tried harder back then.
Yeah.
Could have learned.
But you were thinking about being an optometrist nurse, whatever it was.
Yeah, at the time I was still doing that. I was still doing that fucking 9 to 5. So it was like I was still focused on that. I was hating every day of it. So I didn't even think of YouTube as like being a career.
You don't look like a 9 to 5 guy.
I hate 9 to 5. If YouTube doesn't work out and I have to go back into that real fucking world, I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I can't hear alarm clocks anymore.
Yeah.
You know when you set an alarm on your phone?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many I set. I can set like 15 alarms. I will wake up 2 hours after they all go off.
You see, I think I could go back to the regular world. I think
I've had to buy one of those proper old school, the mechanical ones with the bells.
Yeah, gotcha.
I can wake up to that, and that's it. But even then, sometimes I lean over, turn it off, and go back to sleep, and then lose 3 hours of my day.
All right, so that's how it all started. So you picked up like 20,000 subs in a month. Now, and what year is this, if you don't mind me asking?
That was 2015.
That was 2015. Okay, so 2 years ago.
July, August 2015.
How long between you started until you hit the algorithm? Like, was it the same year?
Yeah, I started January 2015, end of January, and it was like the middle to end of August.
Dave already had like 2 years on you at that point, 2-3 years on you at that point. Go figure. And well, we were doing live streams, so pretty much from the very beginning. And so, like, at what point does it dawn on you, and maybe you learn a little bit more about YouTube, that you're on your way to 100K and play button is in your grasp? And what did that mean to you?
I mean, I think it's around about the time I got to 50K. I started to earn money from YouTube. I had a bit of money coming in because I was getting quite a lot of views at the time. Like I was having something like 300,000-400,000 view days, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what's going on? Why are people watching this for a start?
Yeah,
I'm glad they are. And at that point, I'd left the optician job, and I decided maybe I could go full time.
Really? Why did you leave the optician job?
I hated it. Absolutely hated it.
So you quit with no job opportunity?
I quit the optician job and went to like a proper like old school desk job, working in a concrete company. Okay. Like organizing where their transport goes and shit.
Okay.
So I went over to that.
Crazy.
Still pretty. That was early 2016 that I swapped over and went over to there. And it was around about that time I was about 30,000-40,000 subs. And then towards the end of that year, like October, was it October 20? I'm losing my fucking train of thought.
No, don't worry about the dates. Don't worry about
it. But around about the 50K mark, I had decided to leave my job and go full time. I believe it was the back end of 2016, like October 2016-ish, I think.
Were you scared? Were you scared when you walked away?
Oh, hell yeah. Because it was funny because I quit my job, did my like month's notice or whatever, and then I was like, okay, I'm a full-time YouTuber now. I was living with my partner at the time, so she was paying half the bills, I was paying half the bills, so it wasn't as bad. But I did think very soon, because of course January happened, and January is always a shit time for YouTubers, and I earned like £300 for that month, and I was like, fuck.
Oh, wow.
This is not a good idea for a full-time career. Like, I'm fucking screwed. I left at the worst time. And then I thought about doing little agency jobs and stuff like that, but I didn't end up sticking with them because I was too focused on like, I was like, right, you know what? This is the most fucking satisfaction I've ever had from any piece of work that I've ever done, this YouTube thing. So I'm going to go full force. I'm going to make this work now because I have to.
And did that make your content better when you were just like, this, it's do or die?
I think my content started to pick up a lot better around that time. And that's when I was starting to push from like 75K to 100K. Yeah. Although it took me a long time. Like it took
you a year, it sounds like. I mean, that's a pretty quick
good year or so for me to then go from like 50K to 100K.
No kidding.
Like it just really slowed down. But I mean, part of that is because I started doing daily Let's Play videos as well as my top 10s and stuff. Yeah. And around about the same time, loads of shit had gone off and I was in the middle of like suffering with depression and things like that. And my motivation went to zero. So I'd get up, like the top 10s are the videos that do the best and like the like factual videos.
I mean, your biggest, you've done something that I've only been a part of. You produced a 2 million hit video.
Yeah.
And that was what the saddest Pokemon moments and...
Do you know what though? Great story, great side story about that story. It's my least favorite video that I've ever fucking made.
You know what PewDiePie says? I'm not even shocked because PewDiePie says titling is more important than the content itself. But go ahead.
Like you look at that video, and again, it's fucking rigid. Like this video that's the one that's 2.7 mil. That was March 2015. That was 3 months into my YouTube career. I made that video. It took 5 months to gain any traction. Which is really fucking weird because I mean nowadays that wouldn't happen because YouTube prioritizes new videos apparently. But my camera is not in the right place, so like I'm down here and there's fucking this much of like ceiling going on, like wall in the background. It's in front of a wall where my cat had damaged the wall, so we just wallpapered over with white wallpaper instead of the blue of the rest of the room. So there's like a fucking divide in the colors at the back of me. Yeah. There's all kinds of audio shit going on because I'm stood in front of a fucking aquarium. And it was a sunny day. I'm using natural light as my light source. And the room was really dusty. So it looks like it's fucking snowing in the room. It is the most garbage video I've ever put together, but it's also my most popular.
Well, I mean, was the content good itself? I mean, did you forget about the presentation?
I mean, when you look, if you actually sit and like listen to the what I'm actually saying and what we're talking about, then
I couldn't stop looking at your old hair. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Your old hair is fun.
But that was my favorite. It's just in terms of overall quality, it's not what I would expect. It's not the kind of video that I would watch.
Okay. All right.
But by all means, go and watch it, everybody, because I want to get it to 3 mil.
2 million. Well, I was part of a video that went over 1 million or 2. H3 and the Leafy video on Baited, but I never produced one. I guess you kind of have a dream of mine. You have 2. You have the button, and then you have a 1 million hit video, which is some of my dream to produce one day. You mentioned before you had a depression issue, and from what I understand, you did have confidence issues prior to this. You don't strike me as a guy with confidence issues. You strike me as a guy that's a little bit like myself, can't shut the fuck up.
It's
like,
true.
So, like, what happened? I mean, your presentation is very professional. There's no doubt about it. You're very comfortable on the air. I've watched your stuff. Like, how did you overcome that? I mean, a lot of people, I don't, because I'm a sociopath. I don't have depression. But like, how does one overcome something like that and be sort of this gargantuan personality? How does that transformation take place?
I mean, the channel picking up was obviously really positive for me because it was like, wow, like people are watching my videos, people like me. I'm getting messages from people saying, dude, your content's great, keep it up. I really like what you're doing. You know, I was like the people who have got in touch with me and said, I fell out with Pokemon like years ago. I didn't enjoy it anymore and I hated it. You've got me back into enjoying it. And I'm like, cool. Dude, I've got people enjoying a video game that they never thought they'd like ever again. Like, and they're going back and playing all the games they've missed and stuff. And that's a bit of a confidence boost, but just being in front of the camera, just enough. Like I'll make a video, I'll watch it back and I'll think, that was a bit wooden. Maybe, you know, maybe try again, maybe try and be better next time. And over like 2-3 years of making videos, you just get used to how to talk to people. And like, because there's a very big difference. A lot of people have said this. There's a very big difference to the way I talk when I'm live streaming. Like if we're having a conversation now, I talk in a certain way, but then there's kind of the more presenter way of speaking that I use in like my top 10 videos, like my heavily edited videos and stuff, because it is a little bit more formal. It's like, you know,
fucking,
I
mean, it makes
like
sense.
Fucking Watch Mojo, isn't it? Like today on fucking Watch Mojo, like and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's just because I think it's easier when you're in front of a camera to be confident because. Like now, I'm sat in a room on my own. There's no one else in my house to kind of go, listen to you trying to sound like a fucking cool guy. So I can just sit here, do what the fuck I want, say what the fuck I want, and there's no one to really, like, people in the chat can be like, oh, what a fucking faggot, dude. This guy's so lame. But at the end of the day, it's fucking text on a page. It doesn't cut.
Yeah, what got you to the point, though? Because, I mean, I know people, that I feel the same way. It doesn't really bother me all that much, too. I'm not saying nothing bothers me. But what gets you when people say horrible shit about your content, about your character when they don't even know you? Like, I mean, what doesn't bother you about that it would if somebody were to say that to you right to your face? Like, what? I mean,
if someone came up to you in the street, right? Yeah. And because I've had it before. My favorite thing that people do, like in the street, is you'll get someone who shouts, "You've got blue hair." And I'm just like, yes, very perceptive, sir. But because obviously you're in a situation where that's a stranger, you don't know anything about them, but they're there in person. I really don't like unpredictable people. So like, if I answer back in the wrong way to that person, I could well get the shit kicked out of me. And it's like, that's a bit more nerve-wracking.
What part are you? I thought you were in the Midlands, right?
Yeah.
You're in the Midlands. Is it? Will somebody kick the shit out of you for having blue hair? Or I mean, I don't know.
Hell yeah! The Midlands is rough, man. Really? We're all football towns, like soccer towns.
That's true. And
football hooliganism. Like I live in Derby, which is the rival of Nottingham.
Oh yeah. So
Derby
has a Derby with Nottingham.
If someone knew I was from Derby, they'd want to kick the shit out of me.
Really? That's bizarre.
Just for being from this fucking different town.
I know.
So
the whole
stupid.
Football hooligan culture is just I never really grasped it. Listen, if anybody wants to talk, we only got like 7 minutes left.
Fucking
if anybody
hell.
wants to talk to, I know, real quick, right? If anybody wants to talk to Ace Trainer Limit, anything to say, and only him, don't be a douche. Don't say fuck Jeff. He's not even here to fuck with. Go into the Discord now, and I'll drag you in. And real quick question. I'll try this guy. I doubt he's ready. Freeze frame. You're on the air with Ace Trainer Liam. You got a question? What the fuck? He left.
Beautiful start.
Hey, Iron, you're on the air.
Here.
Why am I echoing?
I
tell you, because you have your speakers on, you Nimrod. Goodbye. Maybe we won't take calls.
Well done.
Yes. The blue hair. Well, I mean, let me ask you something. Did you have the tattoos and the blue hair? Well, obviously not the blue hair, but did you have the Did you start getting like sleeves when things started taking off on YouTube, or did you?
I started my sleeves. Actually, I think my sleeves were done before my first video. I might not be 100% correct, but they were pretty much done by the time I did my first video.
Yeah. All right. So you were somewhat of a rebel before this whole thing broke.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've been getting.
I'm never gonna have to work at a regular job again.
You know what I mean? I've been getting tattooed since like. When was I fucking 18? Since I was 18, 10 years.
Oh, okay. So you've been working on that for a long time. I just wondered. I was wondering if you're like, fuck it, I'm never gonna have to work again, so I'm just gonna do myself up.
No, in fact, the best thing is I had the finger tattoos before I was hired as a trainee at the optician.
You're the man. Oh, well, that's weird.
Yeah, like basically, I had this little thing. This was my favorite thing for job interviews because I've worked at 3 different opticians as well, and I've always done the same thing because they've always said it. They've always looked at my hands and been like, "You've got tattoos on your hands. Doesn't look really professional." And of course, in my mind, I'm like, "Well, that shouldn't affect the quality of my fucking work. It's just a bit of skin pigment, but okay. Judge me by the color of my skin." But I go in. I always go in with. Well, the thing is, I know there's a stigma around tattoos and tattoo culture.
Sure.
And I find that obviously that gives the impression that I might be unprofessional. But I use that as motivation to make sure that I work so much harder so that I can change people's minds.
You have to compensate for that,
yeah,
though. That's what my dad used to say, that you can't do stuff, you can't get earrings, you can't get tattoos, because you may be good, but you always have to overcompensate.
Yeah.
And stuff like, but you don't mind doing that.
It's my favorite thing. Like job interviews are really easy because you just tell that person everything they want to hear.
Hang on, caller. But go ahead, Liam.
Yeah, that was it.
All right, caller, you're on the air. Dawn Mitz, you're on the air with H Trainer Liam.
All right. A question for Liam is: do you watch Shofu's Pokemon raps?
I do, and I really liked his Velicify rap.
Yeah, the Velicify one was great.
Well, what are we talking about?
Basically, it's a Pokemon YouTuber called Shofu who does who likes to dabble in rap now and again, and he made kind of a diss track on a guy called Velicify, who's like quite hated in the Pokemon community. Who's a known furry.
What is he? He's a furry. It was like he's like an Elysian.
He like supported like the Charleston raids, or what was it? The Charlottesville. Like he supported that movement.
He tried to defend the supremacists in the Charlottesville.
Oh, that's a great guy. With somebody, I want to subscribe to him immediately.
He starts fights with everybody in the community. Like I don't want to call him the Keemstar of the Pokemon community because that's giving him too much credit.
Yeah,
but he's pretty fucking toxic.
Please, maybe he's my next victim. I don't know. Put him on. Yeah. I want people to start sending me dramas, little dramas, everywhere dramas. Drama. I live for it. It's fucking fun.
Same.
Thanks for the call, Dawn. Why do you have a girl's name, Dawn?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Tommy, maybe it's the time of day, Dawn.
Nah, he's Dawn. Dawn.
I literally was on
Discord.
It's fine. One day and just typed in like a name.
Why don't you change your? Can I? I'm gonna change your name. Right.
All right.
Yeah. Let's see. Can I do this? Because I think I can change nickname. I'm changing your nickname to Manly Man, and getting rid of that name. How do you feel? There you go, Manly Man. Have a good one.
It's been christened.
Bye. Manly Man. Thank you so much for coming on, HJ Liam. And you know what? We're gonna have you on again, and we're gonna have you on as a regular co-test. You don't mind talking about YouTube issues, do you?
Dude, I fucking live for drama.
You like drama? That was the best drama. You gave me some great drama. And if anybody wants to let me know what's going on in little stuff, but it's got to be funny, for shopping the point. Actually, no, I could start doing get to the points with them as well. So I mean, I really can't lose one way or another.
Because you'll be the only fucking place reporting them.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Make sure you give me a like, share, all that other stuff. Slap a like on it. And thank you so much, Ace Trainer Liam, for being a part of this program.
If you don't like Pokemon, you don't have to sub to me, but go over to Twitch because I do varied stuff there.
He is in Pokemon below. I mean, his link is in the description box below. Go right there. Go to Twitch. Sub him. See you tomorrow, everybody. Peace.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence.
He's in the description box below. I can't believe I couldn't figure out how to say that. Huh?
Okay, you cool with Jason Bourne, running with these Wolverines. Okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-Town to King's home, slapping fives, Blackstone, 6 Mile to Danger Zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Focus belly. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe, here's a headlock.